Good afternoon to you. Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com, here with your Hurricane Pro and HD video blog for the 27th of June 2013. The Atlantic Basin really quiet right now, as you would expect in the month of June. Just a couple of areas to mention, more of just, hey, something to talk about today than anything else. We do have a tropical wave out here, but notice all of this milky color to the clouds. That is an indication of pretty stable, dry air coming off of Africa. That Saharan air layer, pretty active this time of year. Do have a tropical wave moving through parts of the Caribbean and the Southwest Atlantic, and I believe there's another one in the Caribbean Sea that's really dry. No moisture associated with it, as we are still in the dry phase of the Madden-Julian Oscillation, or the MJO pulse. Looking at the tropical analysis and forecast branch, their surface map analysis, here's the west coast of Africa. Here is eastern parts of the United States, Central America, South America right there. Weak tropical wave coming off of Africa. The tropical wave I outlined for you on the satellite shot, the one in the eastern Caribbean and Southwest Atlantic, and then a fourth one here in the western Caribbean. Now if we go back to that satellite picture, you notice even with those tropical waves out there, only this one is drawing up any kind of moisture out of the deep tropics. Upper level low sitting in the vicinity of this tropical wave, helping to enhance showers and thunderstorms a little bit. But you notice overall, everything is nice and dry out there. There's no large areas of organized convection associated with those tropical waves. In the eastern Pacific, there is Tropical Storm Cosme, very quickly winding down over the colder waters of the Pacific. Then there's another area of investigation here. I believe this is 96E in the East Pacific. In fact, if we take a satellite shot of that area and analyze it, here's Cosme, clearly over that cooler water of the East Pacific, starting to just erode away from the top down. The convection is getting less and less, so this will eventually be just a low-level swirl as it moves off to the west under the surface high that sits out over the Pacific. And then this is investigation area, or Invest 96E, not too far off the coast of Mexico. Gradually think this will develop and might come close enough to Mexico in the next several days. If we look at the GFS output, here's the west coast of the United States, the Baja, and the Pacific coast of Mexico here. And this is 72 hours out. Here's the low pressure area right here. Still pretty far off the coast of Mexico, trying to organize. Not very strong in the GFS model. 96 hours, finally 120 hours, where I thought I put that in there, but I guess it didn't make it. That's okay. At day 5, it's still just off the coast of Mexico. Not very strong, and it's not forecast, at least yet, to make landfall. Still, folks around Manzanillo, Acapulco, they want to watch this because it is hurricane season. There is a disturbance out there, and it could develop into a tropical storm over the next 3 to 5 days. And you can also see the moisture along the intertropical convergence zone, and clearly how that works. Look, there's your trade winds coming in from the northeast, and then your trade winds coming in from the southwest. They collide, and they provide that upward motion just enough convergence, and you get the intertropical convergence zone. A pretty neat depiction of that in the GFS model here. Wind flow coming in that way, wind flow coming in that way. Wow, textbook example. See, the tropics are nice and quiet, so there's really nothing else to talk about. We know that'll change probably as we get into July, and especially August and September. So enjoy these rather short video blogs while they last. Again, I'm Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com. Hope you learned something as you watch these videos. I appreciate being able to do them for you on Hurricane Pro and Hurricane HD. And I'll be back again with more for you tomorrow.